It's a reality whether you're in the Air Force, Navy, civilian side. It is a reality. It is an ugly reality in terms of sexual assault. When I was at the Naval Academy, my last year, one of the midshipmen in my class I discovered was a victim of sexual assault. I couldn't figure out why she was acting so strangely in my class. It was because she had been raped by another midshipman, not by somebody outside the gates of the Naval Academy, by another uniform-wearing midshipman. So it can happen anywhere and it can happen to anyone. It is unpleasant, but you have to be prepared to understand this is a fact. 1 in 4 women, 1 to 6, 1 to 10 men may already be a victim of sexual assault. Sexual assault is that full range, incest, rape, etc. Right? It is a tough briefing. If somebody is a victim of sexual assault in any way, it is a tough briefing. We understand that. All right? Next. It is a societal problem. It exists. You have to face it. You have to understand it does exist. You can't turn your backs on this. Next. As I said, we are not immune. It can happen anywhere to anyone. It's not easy to tell who the bad guys are. That young female midshipman who was raped by another midshipman, she had no idea that this individual, who was one of her shipmates, would do that to her, would take advantage of that situation, the power that he held, both as a male over a female, but also as a senior midshipman over a less senior midshipman. Next. Okay, we live in an environment where, yes, you are at risk, right? If you can trust somebody, just be aware. We talk about situational awareness. Situation awareness is what it's all about here. Know who you're with, know the circumstances that you're working within, know the potential for a threat. Next. Next. So yeah, this is what I'm going to cover next. All right, definition of sexual assault. Again, the full range from sexual contact to actual rape. Abuse of authority. If anybody saw in the Air Force Times over the past probably 6 months, there was a colonel at Shepherd Air Force Base in charge of a training group. Front page headlines. Trusted individual, eagle-wearing colonel is being accused of sexual assault, taking advantage of that position that he was in with the civilian workers that were around him. Okay? Again, it can happen under any number of circumstances. Next. Okay? Definitions of sexual assault. Again, full range. Bottom line, it is without consent. Force coercion is involved. Your students at college. Unable to give consent. Alcohol or drug impaired. Probably one of the big ones in a college environment. For those of you who can go out and drink, if you go to the tea room, the Twilight Club, again, big student environment out there, the potential for that threat. High potential for that threat in terms of date rape drugs, they're out there. Again, just because you attend or in an attachment that is at a Catholic university, not case in terms of this. Right? Next. Why should you report it if you are a victim? Next. Number 1, you need to be taken care of. Both physically and mentally. Yes, we want to catch the perpetrator because we don't want the next person to be a victim. Next. Next slide. Next. Okay, we want to make sure you are safe and you are not attacked again or disciplined. You are safe in terms of being the right medical attention. It is a legal case in terms of you want to bring the law into it. There are sources of help outside of the law. Yes, from this university environment, there's always public safety. There are crisis lines. We have the campus ministry here, outstanding in terms of the support they provide. Next. The health center, again, a starting place. Next. The police, absolutely. Okay. Victims, remember my briefing on suicide prevention. A lot of these things are the same in terms of taking care of the individual, treating that individual like a person who happens to be a victim, but is still a person. Next. Listen to the individual. Help them out. They're victims. They're not perpetrators. Next. Okay? Informed decisions. You are there, counselors are there, to help the individual make those informed decisions about seeking the right help as quickly as possible based on their circumstances. Next. Okay? No pressure for them, and then call local hotlines. Again, from the university perspective, we have the early alert system here that fits right in with this kind of issue. If you're aware of a problem, contact the early alert system. They will reach out to the individual. Bottom line, though, is you can't let something like this go unattended. Next. Okay, this is what I covered. Are there any questions? Very, very serious briefing, very much a fact of life, very much something that you're going to get repeatedly, either from a commander or a trainer. It is routine training because it is so important. Any questions? Okay, thank you.